over the end line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 13.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mariota gives to Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right?
Derrick Henry all alone and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Santos for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Eric Ebron. It's a gain of 5.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A first down carry for Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. throwing. Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Brissett from the gun on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On the return, Jackson. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's the way.
From the 27, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Hey, tight. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. So we got man. 1. 58 to Mike. 1, 2, 3. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. 1. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Play fake, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on first down. Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And that might be Titan football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. One. What's in?
From the 31, Mariota going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
The Colts take over
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
No, no, no. Off, off, off. One. Go 58 to the mic. You ain't doing nothing. Three. You ain't doing nothing today. 58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Mariota to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's right.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Danico Autry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Colts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Brissett now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Undercrunch.
Brissett to throw on first. They'll run the screen with Mack. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Let's go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
To throw again on second down. Brissett caught left side by Hilton. 15 yards on the play, first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Short. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch a slant.
Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Watch the slant. 55, Mark. 55.
Brissett again. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown.
Touchdown, Indiana.
Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Is good. Makes the score Titans 42. Colts 14.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. A little juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Play action now. Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. With it is Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down. It's Hines trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. From the gun, here's Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Brissett. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Hines.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Brissett sets to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out to the right to Humphries. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a bit...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tight go.
Throwing, Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Brissett. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Brissett now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And in the air once more, it's Brissett looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now it's Hines.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got one.
Here's Brissett. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of the ball game that appears lost.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Hey, watch that.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Vinatieri now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. But Charles, it's one thing to win.